Hello everybody, and welcome. I am the Beta Plan, and this is still Humankind, though we're blazing through the turns, and I have to admit, it's a little bit about watching what I'm doing more than it is about something exciting at this moment, but we're trying to go for a major score, and we'll see how far we can push this game. For the longest time, Faisals has faithfully served as the breadbasket of the Empire, its rich farmland a source of envy in other territories. The people of the region, however, have often been called idle and accused of neglect or worse. Now, though, a zoologist has identified a parasite, thought to be responsible for what many thought a character defect. Ankylostoma duodenale aka, sorry, this is not part of the name. So, Ankylostoma duodenale, aka the common bookworm. The region's reputation for lethargy, exhausted workers with distended bellies and emancipated shoulder blades, angel wings, is clear. What will you do though? We can educate, celebrate, or treat, and I think that is definitely what we're gonna do, because everything
You have reached
extra.
the end of an ideology axis. Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one of them.
And we're also going into building even more farmer stuff, because I realized that Faisals hasn't got many of his food upgrade buildings. So we're working on that. I've given many cities many orders on
Though
building many different
humankind's
things.
thirst for energy has no limits, the planet does. Now we can take what we need while leaving something for the future.
Yeah, excellent. Wind farms. I don't know why it only says minus. That is the French become death destroyer of worlds by having accomplished the world's first nuclear test. Nuclear test unlocked and improved devastating new units which can be built in cities with a missile silo district. Oh, it just destroys the land. Oh, okay then. Yeah, you really shouldn't do this in a place where you can't really afford to have that done. Oh, it becomes even bigger. The next test. I don't know if I have room for that. And if I want to. Oh, didn't realize there was uranium over there. Thank you very much. Sure, that is a good idea. But more importantly, we're gonna get some power plants. Plus 3% industry. We'll have to see where we're gonna place that. But there we go. We're getting better and better technologies. That's not exactly what I wanted. Sorry. Science Star. Maybe after we got the silver one, that we advance to the next era. Because otherwise we won't have any science left to research for the one that was for the next society. Well, maybe actually there's a lot actually still to research, only I have gone far ahead into this line, beelining some interesting things. Increased influence and stability. +1 stability on all cities. Neural implants. Why not? Increased anti-air defense, covert ops, exosuit, +4 land movement. Yep. Go for it. Get it done. Research it all. Radar researched. Our units are...
A rigorous application of the scientific method. Come up with a theory, then try to poke holes in it.
That is what we did in my king. So, I didn't like building a building. It took way too long, I think, for what it gives. But hey, it gave us the opportunity to... sure, we'll build it over there. We are going to build a new Makers District here that is pretty darn sexy. And possibly also there now. But yeah, if we're getting ready to get out of this age, we really need to start building our special districts.
Given the fact that you have 12 of them, you seem to be sowing crops and reaping stars. A pragmatic strategy. The Statue of Liberty is a towering symbol of unity and inclusion, and was a most generous gift.
Yeah, given by the French to the Americans. You are reverential, and you start to become feeling different about me. Aggressive. Alright, alright. So... Oh, and you've moved to becoming the Zulu. Alright. And we can claim yet another wonder. I say Big Ben. For another whopping boost to our science. Big Ben. Maybe build it over here. Or here. You know, somewhere where we can get a lot of squares around that we can both harvest and build new districts towards too. For instance, there can be a wonderful market district here. Though I don't know if the bonus would go over the borders. Even if there are 3 different luxury resources over here. Anywhere else we can put Big Ben in such a way? Cannot be done without a river available. Oh, it has to be on a river. Oh, I apologize. Well, here we have some unclaimed river. Where else is a good river? There's so little rivers on this continent. Yeah, here's a good one. It goes a little bit weird in and out of districts. My Keen has a wondrous one, of course, because we have this one already there. I don't think I want to build... They have the pyramids there. It just feels awkward to place it over there. Yeah. Meh. Alright, Or is there here still a good spot? Like, here would be fine. Next to the holy site? Sure, let's build Big Ben over there. Hyong, you don't need to build it. It's not even in your district anymore, so let's get that out there. And Faisals, you're first going to get done with... You can still build one of these? Oh, gosh darn. It's gonna take a little bit of food away, which is a little bit bad for the grain basket of our empire. But we're just gonna have to live with that. Yeah, we can enter a new era, but I am not yet keen on doing so. I apologize. I had to grab something that fell off my desk, so I probably couldn't really hear that. I'm not too keen on this just yet, because we're gonna get a few new additional stars soon, like the science one. And maybe even another aesthetic one. Expansion stars I don't see us getting quickly, though maybe now that the... sorry, not the Ming. The Ming are jealous, but the trust is improving again. So, you know what? Let's...
The world is full of new opportunities, is it not? Hear my proposal.
They refused it.
No, thank you. Take your feeble proposal elsewhere.
Well, if you think it's feeble, but more importantly, I noticed that you guys were getting aggressive again. So, and seeing we've stabilized with you guys, I feel comfortable enough to move the armies up again, and, well, basically, we're gonna upgrade some of these units, because you are definitely now way out of there. The line infantry, well, actually, I'm more interested in upgrading the halberd, because you were just really bad. I actually should have checked if I could have... Wait a second, why can I not use the train station to move? I have... Oh, or did I blow it already up and hasn't been rebuilt yet? It hasn't been rebuilt yet. Nah. Alright. Upgrade. Upgrade. And next one we'll have to wait, but we can do that next turn. So we're gonna do this later. You have nothing in progress, really, now. That's not allowed. That's unfortunate. Nah. That would have been a fun one. Cannot be done as the construction area is outside of the borders of your empire. I find this really, really big. So little on the much side. Yeah, 2 food can be lost for a absolutely really good tier. I don't need you to know that you have interest in saltpeter. Thank you. 2 stability, 2 influence. It's nice and all, but it's not really what we need. How about... There we go, 42 gold. That's excellent. There's also some serious harbor still to be had over here. 44. There we go. Much better things. You are also idle. You still have lack some very old buildings. Wow. You don't have a river, which is why that particular building isn't very of interest to us. Oh, no need to do that at this moment. And then you are idle. This would have been a good place to do it. Nah. That would have been a good place to do it, but we've built districts there. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Free industry less for a... I hate to do this, but I have to remove that. That's just too good. Get an additional workplace that way. The hamlet increases 1 of each, huh? So it also is going to lower the amount of farmers here, which may be a disadvantage, but we'll have to see. Alright. Space race. Missile silo. A lot of pollution. But the space station itself is a very good one. Triggers a narrative event. So, let's upgrade you as well. And that should give this army much more of a punch. There we go. Why? Oh yeah, I understand why I unlocked it. Because I upgraded one and then they said, hey. Apparently you want this army split. Alright, let's move up here.
Welcher erfreulicher Anblick. Wie geht es euch?
Okay, not sure why that one popped up, but it did.
You? Yes. What is it?
You cannot be done as you must first resolve the ongoing demands. You're at war with the Zulu.
Be the change you want to see in this world. Despite your good intentions, to accept so little would tarnish my glorious name.
I retract the demands, okay?
The problem is they are very war heavy though, and I guess we're gonna go to war. All that money spent on buying those resources, we're gonna go to war again with the Harappans, the English, the Haudenosaunee. I don't know. I'm so sorry for those people that come from this Haudenosaunee or something. I wish I could pronounce it better, but I simply can't. Oh, this is also a huge terrain that has to be surrendered to us. Gosh darn it, man. Is it also gonna blow up everything around it? Just like here, please don't. But it's about the only location in my empire I think it can be safely put. Because that falls outside of our borders. That has buildings in it. Yeah, that's... yeah, pretty annoying. Alright, build the space station. And turn.
12 scientist stars. It's always nice to see fame collected with wits rather than weapons.
Thank you very much. Maybe I actually want to go for this other star because I don't know if I got them in the earlier ages, but there's also a thing you can unlock if you get all of these stars in every age. We're still far above double the value of everybody else. I also have the feeling that my ship that I put on Discovery isn't doing very much.
The greatest renown of any of your peers. That is to say, you have no peers. You have become the stuff of legends.
Yes, because my empire is amazing. Cultural-wise, almost everybody is of our culture. Faith-wise, almost everybody is of our faith. It is amazing. We are the empire to follow. Would it be cheaper to upgrade these guys? No, they're not. But being able for you to move and attack is such a boon. And we're making now so much money that we can upgrade you as well. Oh boy.
5 Commons quarters offer many different entertainments that are colourful, diverse, and largely legal.
+1 stability on all regular districts. 1 money on all regular districts. Thank you. Oh, it sounds like such a small bonus, but considering we have so many districts, it's a huge bonus. And now we are upgrading our armies to be actually modern for once. What do you actually upgrade into? Into dragoons. More than willing to and happy to have some additional dragoons joining us. Neural implants. 300 fame. Plus 50% influence on main plaza and 100 stability on all cities. Hallelujah. I can build whatever district I want. That's just crazy. You gotta build this one first. Because we might get out of this age before I know it. Oh! What did I click on? Don't know. There we have some. They now feel differently about us, as well do the Ming. The Ming are hesitant.
Say it quickly.
Alright. That's probably because we have become way more stronger and stronger. And you've become suspicious, of course, because we have now troops on your border. I get that point. The race is on! The French have successfully built the first space station, a giant leap for humankind. Interplanetary expeditions are expensive, but they provide a great deal of fame and glory to those nations who expand towards the stars. Excellent. The thin blue line, the whole empire and probably most of the world are watching with bated breath as an astronaut under your great flag glides out of the newly constructed space station for the first time. After the first few steps of the inaugural spacewalk, the astronaut speaks directly to you. This thin blue line, they say, pointing, is all that stands between all life on Earth and the cold dark void of space. It is a truly humbling experience. Along with the rest of the empire, they await your reply. Your words will shape and inspire a generation. What will you do? Stimulate, more science, overproductive, industry if not as besieged or prosperous, more money. Let's go with more
Reaching
science.
The end of an ideology axis isn't extremist. Think of it as being focused, yes? Very goal-oriented.
So, if we want to launch... Oh! Now we need to build a... At least this guy didn't destroy everything in the freaking surroundings. So that's good. Let's build over there. That is our geosynchronous satellite. I guess Onondaga, because it wasn't built full as much, is actually being very good to us. By allowing us to build all kinds of things that give us even more fame. More fame, more. I never have enough. Nothing wrong with greed, right? There's a lot of things wrong with greed. Yeah. Grain silos. Let's build them. Perhaps get some... I don't know if this was worth it, the free money on Plaza, but... Money on quarters. We don't even need the aqueduct anymore. It's also so funny. We've gone into space, right? But we, while we do have tanks and stuff, I was like, we lack so many things in the modern world, but we're getting there. Actually, should I do that, or isn't that a Great Makers District? No, Great Makers District. Oh, there are some Great Makers Districts, but a little further down. Because The quicker we can make things, the bigger our industry is, the better, right? Let's get going. And with that neural implants giving us 100 stability, I can build to my little heart's content. Composite armor. Wow, battle tanks. Now, there's a question from me regarding battle tanks. Do you upgrade to battle tanks? Or dragoons? No, you keep on being on horses. I guess we just really have to make a totally different unit if we want to do that. There we go. And actually we can have 8 people in this army, but haven't done so. They grabbed it already. Very good. We'll get this done. What is your issue? Reverential still. That is good. That's all I care about. As long as we don't... I don't need war with the Poles. We're building up already to a war towards these guys. I mean, they still have a trader badge, so that should mean that we also still get a hero badge if we attack them. Exosuits. There we go. Plus 8 combat strength, because, you know, we can be crazy like that. There are the Poles. They are about to land. They have mortars. Nice. And they have their winged hussars. Still think they will probably die towards... well, if we would go head to head, but... It's cool to see that they have upgraded their unit status as well. Science. Wow, there are some technologies that are cost 0. Is alchemy not one that gives you a reward? Alchemy research. Stability per researcher, is it? And plus 10 science. That's actually a pretty good one. Guilds would be instantly researched. Well, do that. How many stars are we now away from? 1 more. Then we could possibly move into the next age. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Plus 1 stability per population on all cities. Yes! Please! Do that. There we go. What's going on? A common curriculum. There is an increasing debate as to whether girls should share the same classes as boys, of course. Sorry, that's a no-brainer for me. Some say their educational needs are too different and the risk of destruction too high, while others argue the segregation of the sexes means no level playing field for women. Then there are the rich and powerful men who bristle at the idea that women might one day become their equals and would pay handsomely to prevent this. Who do you listen to? Oh. Maybe one day we're gonna go all bigotry, but right now we're going to do this. What does this give? It gives money, but...
You have reached the end of an ideology axis. Of all the epithets other empires may use for you, wishy-washy won't be one of them.
Suburbs. There we go. Bomb shelters. Don't really need them. Food plazas. Alright. And there we have it. That means I'm ready to unlock, go into the next age. Let me just check if there's anywhere where I can still build our French district. Oh, and we can now plant forests. I missed out that we had the ability. Well, that's good. Not on you. You could still build one. Out here, and it's actually a pretty darn good one. But we know that if we build them now, we're still good. So let's do that. Then you were done. I think you could build one, but you had an interesting one. That is done. You seem to be completely done with our French districts. That's really good. You seem to be completely done with our French districts. You must be, because, yeah. Alright. Actually, how are you done with the French districts when you definitely could place one in that particular one area over there? Because I'm looking at the back of the line, not at the front of the line. I'm an idiot. Exhibition Hall. Should have looked here. Now I need to look for another few cities. Gosh darn it. Yeah, there was still one to be built here. Oh boy. There we go. Sorry about that. Done. Done. At least I noticed before I destroyed the opportunity. So that is better than having not noticed it at all, even if it is... Oh, that's not what I wanted to click on. Didn't need a horse. You build it, and you even build it, even if it was in a weird location. Alright, well, I guess that we are going to skip into the next age. The Japanese for even more technology, or and industry, or just the Swedes. Science focused, science focused. I mean, we can handle the stability, and this district just looks so good. +3 science per adjacent science quarter is not that stupendous. +1 science per district in all cities, or all districts is really good. +3 science per research quarter. And this is just minus 20. This is just. Minus 20% on all technology costs wasn't researching. I think that is amazing. And this gives us a good plane. This gives us a ship. We already seem to be the masters. Let's go with the Japanese. Alright, moving into a next era. Let's... Space orbitals, yes, and then get military lasers. So that we have everything, also of those things. Things that give us an incredible amount of prestige, or better say, fame. Prestige is more a little thing that now slips in from CK3. And CK2, both of them had it. Let's plant a forest in the locations that aren't even that industrious anyways. Actually, I shouldn't build them after one another because I noticed it didn't really stack that well when I did it in my playtesting game. Wow. You have some very old buildings, not. On mountains and rocky field. Is this a rocky field? That's a stone field. I assume that would be also good. Yeah, stone field. Then we definitely have some fear. This might be rocky field. Yes. Okay, so that is good for you.
The human mind, creative, imaginative, and ingenious at turning every single human invention to its most violent end. We pray or hope, looking forward to a future which, with luck, will be counted in millennia, not in months. Knowledge and technology form the backbone of the culture. But where would the world be without sushi and manga?
Actually, I don't read that much manga or watch a lot of anime. Like the only series that I've ever completely watched was One Punch Man. And I know there aren't very many seasons of that, so that isn't like a thing to boast about. There we go. Already unlocked a nice few stars here. Earn as much fame as you can. Before the turn 300, the game ends in 93 turns, but doesn't it also end if I have additional stars or something? There's other conditions on which the game can end. We'll just have to see. Yes, Arrow Star unlocked. I shouldn't click on it that way because that is just silly. An eye in the sky. There will be no hiding from the Japanese now that the world's first satellite is in orbit. Satellite launches provide permanent vision over the map, making it increasingly difficult to hide strategic decisions. Amazing. Don't we get the reward then that every square is mapped? Then the 150 reward deed for that? Would have expected that, but doesn't seem to do so. Polar satellite provides over 67% of the map's latitude centered on the provincial capital. Cannot be placed there. Wait, is this one just weaker than this one? What have we built? Space station? And satellite. No, this is the new one, the lunar lander. It's a lunar lander. Right. Wait, where can I build it? I can build it on top of the one that we already have. I didn't realize you could combine those things. Idiot. Okay, well. Tough luck on me. Yeah, it's a bit of additional pollution, but let's just build it one so that we don't forget that we have to still build the special districts. Alright, first forest planted and voila. Tile is all of a sudden much more productive. You suggesting to put it over here. Alright, we'll do it then. That's what we will do then. And pollution right now is 0. Thanks to our additional forest that we just planted. Because the amount... We have gone so fast in science that we've gone right by the age of super pollution. Basically. Is anyone actually working on the Big Ben at all, I'm wondering? Is anyone actually working on it? The Big Ben we placed on a river tile over here. Nobody's really working on it. Okay. Well, I don't need these districts super fast because we will always be the Japanese for the rest of how long the game will ever last. So there you go. Build it. -2 food loss. I think that's in this city definitely acceptable. You just need to be the breadbasket. You need to make more food districts, more food bonuses. You don't even need that. Just get yourself your food up. If you do not make food, you're not doing it right over here. I told you to get away from the market district. There we go. Build it. In fact, speed it up. Just build. Get that food to go.
30 farmers' quarters. The only thing more impressive than that are the citizens' waistlines.
There we go. Plus 50% money on all cities. Plus free city cap. That's crazy. How far will you push humankind? The Japanese entered the final era. Once one of the following has occurred, the empire with the most fame will be declared the victor. Alright, now we have the victory conditions. God, I totally forgot. Reaching the last turn, 300. Earning every contemporary arrow star. Completing the technology tree. Eliminating all other empires. Vassalizing all everyone. Sending a mission to Mars and rendering the world unfit for human life. I don't think unfit for human life is going to happen. Considering we have done very well with the pollution. I think we've made it super clean. Like if we keep working on this, the pollution will be very limited. They are afraid.
It's good to see you, friend. Truly.
Why? I am not going to attack you. If anyone, I'm going to attack you. Yes, actually, let's do that. And let's make that the beginning of the next episode. As we, for one last time, teach these pinks that black is better. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.